Hi students, St. Berkman's Higher Secondary School, the Center of Excellence and Enrichment, welcomes you to the Communicative English class. Dear students, we have already learnt what is prefix. Today we are going to study what is suffix. Suffixes are a letter or a group of letters that is added to the end of a word to change its meaning or to form a new word. For example, the adjective smokeless is formed by adding the suffix less to the noun smoke. The adverb sadly is formed by adding the suffix ly to the adjective sad. Derivational affixes derive new words by altering the definitional meaning or grammatical category of a word, whereas inflectional affixes show grammatical relationships between words or grammatical contrast. In English, both prefixes and suffixes can be derivational, but only suffixes can be inflectional. And suffixes can either be derivational or inflectional. Let's see some examples of derivational suffixes. Suffix ness meaning like. For example, happiness. Suffix ly meaning in the manner of. Example, likely. And suffix able meaning to have the ability or quality. Example, floatable. Suffix er, person carrying out an action. Person carrying out an action. Example, writer. And suffix full, meaning having the quality of. Example, hopeful. And the suffix ment, meaning result of. Example, development. And the suffix less, meaning negate or opposite of. Fruitless. And ous, meaning having the quality of. Example, joyous. And the suffix tion, meaning to carry out. Example, education. And the suffix age, meaning result of. Example, outage. In English, there are 8 inflectional suffixes. As you will see, these are limited to showing some type of grammatical function. Let us see some of the examples. The suffix s and its meaning plural. Example, horses. And the suffix s, the third person singular verbal inflection. Likes. She likes tea. She likes tea, the third person singular verbal inflection. And apostrophe s, that is possession, meaning is possession. Mary's. Mary's car. Mary's car, that is possession. Ed, meaning past tense, regular verb. We add ed to the past tense. Walked, walk, walked. And en, past participle. Eaten, eat, ate, eaten. Past participle form, V3 form of the verb. And ing, progressive verbal inflection or continuous tense. Reading, read, reading. Er, comparative degree, brighter. Positive degree, bright. Comparative degree, brighter. And superlative degree, brightest. est, superlative degree, brightest. You may have noticed that er appears as both a derivational and inflection morphemes. Although they share phonological form, They are two separate morphemes having two separate functions and must not be confused. ER attached to a verb causes the derivation. Verb, noun, that is write and writer. Write is a verb and writer is a noun. ER attached to an adjective shows inflection, that is the comparative form of an adjective. Nice, nicer. Nice is an adjective and nicer is an comparative form of nice. This is also true for ing and en. A verb plus ing can derive a noun or inflect a verb for past or present progressive. Set plus ing, it will become noun. The setting of the sun was covered by clouds. The setting of the sun was covered by clouds. Set plus ing become progressive verb. I was setting the table when the phone rang. I was setting the table when the phone rang. Verb plus en, it will become past participle. Freeze plus en. The low temperatures had frozen all the crops. The low temperatures had frozen all the crops. Noun plus en become verb. Light plus en. Mary decided to lighten her hair. Mary decided to lighten her hair. I hope you might have gained some knowledge through this video. So dear students, find many more words and its suffixes and try to make use of it. Let's meet again in the next class. Until then, bye. Thank you.